Okay, so here is an article I came across. It's ridiculous. Here's the title: Hunter Biden's conviction is another painful twist for a family battered by tragedy. Really? It goes on to say, so they're battered by tragedy. It goes on to say, it would be devastating for any parent to see a child convicted of a crime. To experience as a president before the eyes of the world during one of the most contentious re-election campaigns in history would be unfathomable. Really, really. So kind of like when Barron, who was only 10 years old, went through the media and a bunch of people, a bunch of Democrats and citizens going around bashing, absolutely bashing a child, a minor child, a 10-year-old child. They had no problem, excuse my nose, they had no problem whatsoever going after Barron. Yet they want us to feel sorry, to cry tears, for us to feel sorry for a grown man, a full grown adult that smokes crack, admits he smokes crack, video of him smoking crack, and apparently also plays with guns. So we're supposed to feel sorry for Biden because he lost a son. And since he has lost a son, we now need to feel really bad for the fact that he has one that has been nothing but a pain in the ass and should be convicted of multiple other things and will probably get off with a slap on the wrist. But we're supposed to just, poor Biden, what they must be suffering. Are you kidding? Meanwhile, again, they've had no problem going after Trump and his family. None. Nobody has cried tears for them. And the man did nothing. It took the CIA, it took the FBI, it took every branch of the government delving deep, 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 deep for 8 years into this man's life. And all they came up with is with a bunch, excuse me, I can't talk today. All they came up with was a bunch of crap. Meanwhile, the Biden administration prances around doing everything under the sun and nobody gets convicted of anything. No one bats an eye. And we are supposed to now feel sorry because finally Hunter actually gets convicted of something. But we're supposed to cry tears and feel bad because the Biden family has suffered so much tragedy and endured all of this in front of the world. Their son, their only surviving son, their one son that they have, has had to endure this in front of all the world. Again, are you forking kidding me? Kind of like Barron. When Barron did nothing, Barron was an innocent child, an innocent minor that did absolutely nothing, and no one batted an eye when they drug him through the mud. Give me a break. Are you kidding? But it's because Democrats like broken. Democrats like broken and ugly. Because they also picked on Melania. And I never remember if it's Melania or Melania. Sorry, I should know. That's terrible. They completely hate her. Why? Because she's gorgeous and intelligent and has dignity, has manners. But you can't have that if you're a Democrat. You got to be rude and ugly and broken and mutilated, like they like to mutilate children. That's why they're all about this whole getting surgeries to cut off body parts and putting stuff inside you that is irreversible and causes all kinds of long-term issues. I shouldn't say this about every Democrat. That's rude and I'm being hypocritical. I'm just all fired up and I'm upset, so I apologize. I don't want to I have a lot of friends that are Democrats and they're perfectly wonderful people. So I need to take a breath because I don't want to be a hypocrite and say all Democrats or all liberals feel this way, because they don't, and I know they don't. So I need to take a breath. I'm just fired up and that doesn't give me right to be rude. So to those that do feel that way, though, it's sad and it gets me fired up and it gets a lot of us fired up because I care about kids and I care about the justice system. And right now, whether you like Trump or not, that has nothing whatsoever to do with our judicial system being broken. And that means a lot because it affects you and it affects your family and it affects me. We need, as Americans, to be working together. And it's not going to work if even our court system is failing us. Hunter being convicted, rightfully so, is a good thing, whether it breaks his parents' hearts or not. Trump being convicted on something they can't even say what he's convicted of is wrong. And we should be upset because that means it's a big deal for you. That means they can do it to you. They can do it to your family, to your friends, to me. We don't want that whether you like Trump or not. So anyways, I found that article interesting. Just wanted to know what your thoughts were.